EnVy best of 1 game. And we're going to be playing on Overpass. So big welcome here to the ESL ESEA Pro League. Of course, I'm Anders. With me is Semler. Go follow us on Twitter as well. That's at OnFireSemler and at OnFireAnders. And I'm sorry I've got everyone in the chat reading German. I'll take one last. This is Zeit für einen Tapetenwechseln, which I think means that it's time for a basically like a I guess like a wallpaper change. What's Tapeten in English? It's like tapestry? What you put on your walls? Yeah. That will go with that.
Tapestry?
Yeah.
There's a tapestry somewhere here?
Well, I think that's what they're advertising, basically. I could be wrong.
This is looking very pistol roundy to me.
It is looking pistol roundy. You're right. We shouldn't be talking. Well, we could still continue speaking German. As, you know, I should definitely. Nine. Go. That's perfect, Sally. You've got the basics now. NBK also got the basics down here. Gonna get a headshot, but Zeus walking up behind him, and then Happy trading, looking for a headshot on Zeus. He's gonna have time to reload as well. Right now it's a 2v3, and the 2 remaining terrorist players are exactly on opposite sides. They're miles away from each other. And that makes it a bit hard. C's running with the bomb out just to try and get up to where Zeus is. But they can still win this, even if they're a man down currently.
Oh, they certainly can. And that was also a big play by Kirishima over on the B side. He peeked out and actually got a free kill. He didn't manage to drop C's with the bomb. He decided to play it safe and not take that fight, hold on to the man advantage. But there was still a little bit of information gained there for EnVy as well. Now we do have them, we have the 2 remaining members for NaVi basically collapsing onto this A site, but there are 2 players here, and Smith just barely gets behind the boxes and then hits a headshot onto C's. That was perfect. Smith's with the USP, man. He is on a totally different level right now with that gun.
Yeah, that was a beautiful headshot. I wish I could do like instant replays. Yeah, if I get enough equipment, maybe one day it'll be possible. But that was worth watching again, definitely. Very, very cool stuff. That's going to put EnVy with a round lead here on the CT side. Pretty nicely done. I mean, the follow-up double peek into long was also quite good. Well timed on EnVy.
Yeah, all across the board, actually, things going pretty right there for EnVy, winning the duels basically and coming out ahead. But now it gets interesting. That is such a sick idea, Kirishima, with that bank nade, but then he walks in with the MP9. Okay, then. Triple spray with the MP9, but I love the idea. Points for the HE bank. That was pretty slick as well.
You look at the scoreboard right now. There's nobody above. Well, now Zeus gets a kill, so he's at nearly $500. But then there's Kirishima on 3,650 because he's got a quad kill with the MP9. He's looking for an actual MP9 ace. What could be worse? Actually, he's going to pull out the Tech 9, just try and fight Zeus here at the end. He wants the ace, and his team are trying to let him, but he will end up going down. What a heartbreaking end. That's still very cool, isn't it? A lot of money on his side. At the end, he starts with 6,900. SMGs, man.
SMGs, when they work, they work. They do a lot of good for your wallet. I mean, that couldn't have been any better there for Kirishima. That's the kind of star right now that's going to get EnVy good and pumped. And the fact that they can, well, he's just going to be able to get fully equipped here. Don't know if it's worthwhile for him to go to fully, buy everything up, basically apart, barring a kit. Just because NaVi now, they're pretty much wrecked after that force buy. They're going to be hard pistols. But I guess if you got the money, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just have to, right? MBK fighting with the FAMAS over here, and actually it's going to be Happy stepping up to get a triple at the end. MBK did get 2 kills in the meantime, so, I mean, he just stayed alive. I think that was the most important thing there. Doing the damage, getting kills is all good, but not dropping any rifles, not really letting NaVi get away with anything. So, pretty good job overall.
Yeah, I mean, that's the important thing. Now we can see there's a good bank on Team EnVy going into this 4th round here. If they can win the 4th round, they're going to be in a fantastic position. So we have to see now for NaVi. They get the AKs. They don't have an AWP for Guardian, though, and that's what's heartbreaking about the situation right now for NaVi. You want to have that sniper rifle for Guardian. He just seems to go up. He's like one of those players where it really is so important to have hit the AWP for him. Like, his level gets impacted if he has to stay on the rifle. Oh, I love this wallbang position from C's, though.
Ooh. Guardian moving up. Speak of the devil, you're right, he is more effective with an AWP, but Flamey is there to back him up, and they're putting some shots through. Guardian will take down Happy with the help of Flamey. So AKs or AWPs apparently doesn't matter because they're still getting the kills right here. But you gotta wonder what does happen when Guardian then picks the AWP, That's when things get scary.
Exactly, and the concerning thing there is that EnVy don't really have an answer to it. they don't really have an offer that can go toe to toe with Guardian. On a good day, Happy, Shoxy, Smiths, they can kind of hold their own. But on an average day, Guardian should just plow through those guys.
Yeah, you're right. That's actually a fair assessment. Smith's here, almost getting timed between the two terrorist players. Now he's hiding in a very tricky corner. Shoxy there trying to help him out. Smith somehow lands a kill with 12 health left, and I've no idea how EnVy have brought themselves back here, and it's going to be even more difficult now with Flamey picking up another 2 kills, making it a triple, and leaving Kiyoshima alone here in a 1v2. Grenade is perfectly aimed, and that's going to drop Flamey down to 18. That's actually very cool from Kiyoshima. Goes for the kill, but it's going to get shot in the face and then land it right on the stairwell. And he's not looking too excited either. Big round for NaVi, although EnVy very nearly brought that back.
So close. Smiths as well. I mean, Smiths only had like 15 HP or something when he was taking that fight, trying to hold the line. Shoxy also doing some good work there, basically saving Smiths. So there was some great teamwork on the A site for EnVy, but the damage was done essentially. They just had too few men to deal with. NaVi, everybody alive, just go cascading onto that site, whereas EnVy, having given up 2 so early on in the round, there's only so much those guys can do apart from, go completely crazy like Kyo.
That's a super cool Molotov being thrown from Seas as well, landing on the L-bend here, where it's going to buy time if anyone did want to go in. I mean, I guess normally if you throw that, you're actually looking for a couple of teammates to go in this way, but maybe it's just going to keep people around B for a while. MBK certainly is playing very much alone over here. Another Molotov attempted, but that one exploded mid-air. Are they trying to box MBK in here? They're very close to him. He's got the M4. And he's going to walk out. If he does, Guardian is going to be there waiting for him. And Smiths, I think, wanted to throw a flashbang for MBK, but that fails. And they don't have any more flashbangs now. NBK is actually alone. Neither Smiths or Happy can help out MBK now with the flashes from some CT spawn. That's a bit of a strange situation here.
This is really scary for MBK. And he's just going to get caught in the crossfire. Tries to do what he can there, but it's just, you get caught looking the wrong place, the wrong way at the wrong time. Free kill for NaVi. And EnVy, they're just holding so far back. Nice shot by Happy, though. He tags Guardian through the edge of the truck, down to 40 HP. Really needed the kill, though. And now we're going to have that set up here for NaVi. Once again, looking to go onto that A site.
This has actually turned into a hilarious round. It's one thing for NaVi to miss the Molotov there, but the fact that EnVy ran out of flashbangs can actually lose them the round right now. I'll get back to that in a second here. Happy trying to see if he can see anyone over, but the bomb is going to go down here, and Edward picks off Smith, and I think EnVy might want to think about running away at this point here. They're 2 men down, bomb ticking away. Kiyoshima finally picks up a kill, but if they lose this, they're going to be out of money, and then could be really good for NaVi. Shox trying to move close, but Flamey will pick him off, and they almost line up for Kiyoshima. In fact, he gets 2 kills. But still going to be a 1v2 here, and Happy will make it out. Oh, he won't make it out. Edward picks it up, and that's a quad kill as well. So let me try and explain what happened here in loose terms, Samler. NBK is all the way over by the restrooms, right? And you can see him setting up. And he's waiting for a flashbang that's going to come all the way from CT spawn, and it'll sort of fly all the way up and pop somewhere where the cafe is, and it'll obviously blind any terrorists that are out here, which there were 2 people there. So he's calling it in on the radio. He's waiting for that delivery, and then a couple of seconds go by and no one's responding, and MBK is back on the radio saying, "Guys, I need that flashbang." And I guess either Smiths or Happy just come back and say, "Look, we're not going to be able to deliver today, MBK. I'm sorry, you're on your own." And the whole round just fell apart like that. MBK's back at it, though, with a bit of a jump scouting, and he goes down. Oh, no. Guardian saw that coming after he got shot in the stomach, so I guess that's a big indication something was up. That's just so sad.
Yeah, NBK, man, he's like the king of the scout, right? He always seems to get something done with the gun, but this time around, it's not going to be the headshot. He gets a little bit greedy with his positioning, and Guardian, of course, isn't going to miss a free shot like that. That's kind of what you're talking about. Guardian, one of the fastest hoppers in the world, essentially, as far as the reactions are concerned. See, he's being very thorough, actually clearing out the corners here. So it is looking like, once again, this will be an A-split situation, although Kiyoshima does manage to return and take out Zeus. So a 1-for-1 trade by Connector, but that's not going to stop NaVi from going with the remaining players onto the A site, where Shoxy is the only man alive here, hiding on the site itself.
He spots so many people. He takes out the one. I think he was hoping that someone was planning in front of the boxes then, so he could have killed both of them, but I mean, Shox playing it the best that he could, essentially, for that position. Kiyoshima now back here with a deagle and a sick headshot on Seized to take him out, and Flamey's almost dead as well. Kiyoshima could actually turn this into a 1v1, trying to get the shot through, but not going to be able to connect. That's so close, and a very expensive round for NaVi. But Envy, where are they going to go from here on out, though? They will have the money, so they're going to obviously go for a buy here, and NaVi, same thing for them. The score is tied at 3-3, and it's, I don't know, a bit of a shaky start for Envy after winning the pistol, though.
Yeah, this is so bumpy. And once again, notice it's Happy that's taking the AWP. First time they buy, he gets it. Well, first time they buy after losing, right? He gets it. And now, once again, he's going for it. He's going for that op, and surprising to see that it's not Smiths or Shoxy electing to go for it. And especially because, like, Happy isn't playing on the B site like he usually does either. It's not that close to the main entrance B, main tunnel, basically to Monster. He's not playing close Monster with the op. He's actually just changing it up and going pretty much over on long where NBK was playing in the last round.
Oh, Kiyoshima is very much alone down here. If they come for him, I can see him picking up a kill, but certainly they're going to return him really quickly. And actually, instead, Seized just casually strolls in and takes down both players defending on B. Don't really agree with Kiyoshima's position. They're not in that situation. Smiths now trying to cover the cross if anyone could get picked off here. Maybe it'd buy them a way back into the game, or into the round at least. But that's not going to be possible. His other two teammates, they've already given up on this bomb site, basically.
Yeah, they've written it off as a loss. Two entry frags so early on like that. No way for Envy to be able to rotate in a meaningful way unless they were already like one step ahead, rotating somebody down onto Sniper or something of the sort. Just not going to be possible to get in there and save the day. NBK, though, is managing to make it a little bit more expensive for NaVi, though. He is lurking around Birthday Party, and he's not really... Doesn't really look like he's going to change that up either. I mean, he's still looking for more kills, and NaVi, the remaining 3, are just going to be over in T-Spawn, so... No chance for him to get anything more out of this round. 3 players surviving for both teams, and we go into it where NaVi now have the lead, 4 rounds to 3.
Now, you know what confused me about where Kiyoshima was? I could maybe see that you could set up a scenario where you had Kiyoshima playing in this corner, and then Shox is inside the B bomb sign, but he's got like a flashbang in his hands or something, so that if something happens out here, he's gonna pop up a flashbang that won't flash Kiyoshima, it'll flash everyone else, and then there's a setup for it. But this really felt like it was at best you trade a kill and that's it. I can't see how you can come up with too many wins in that position. So a little bit strange. Happy. Orping in Underpass, not catching anyone yet. They do flash out. He ends up going down. Edward with a really big opening. NBK coming back into it here, and he's going to drop. Sue's next in line. Edward will pick up another kill, and now they're rushing down in towards the sewer area where Shock's looking for an opening. They almost line up for him, but Kiyoshima running out of bullets. Pistols out, and he does make the cross back with 3 health, and Seized is going to be here to take him out. So now Smith's last man alive to try and clutch it in a 1v3. Not easy with 20 bullets and a whole host of terrorists right around the corner. But he does spot out Seized to drop the bomb and takes out Flamey. What a performance here from Smiths. This is very cool.
This makes all the difference. Now, Guardian, he's got to wonder where the hell is Smiths. Is he still in pit right now? Smoke is about to clear, and Smiths is going to be right next to him. And Smiths with a 3-man 1v3 clutch. That's the kind of play that Envy needed, essentially. And that's... Yeah. It's so hard to say that as well, just because you can't count on that happening every time. You really can't count on everything going right for Smiths. For him to be offered up the bomb planter for free, to get that headshot on the second man, and then to just outlurk Guardian, like that kind of play, you're gonna get that like once a half from him. So, Envy, man, in order for them to get around right now, it's really demanding. It's close.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna make up some stats to make myself sound smart. So if there's like a 10% chance that you win a 1v3, then if you're in a 1v3 but they don't know where you are to begin with, then all of a sudden it's like 40% instead. I obviously just made up those stats, but I'm just trying to explain that the advantage of not being found out yet is huge for Smiths in that position, right? They would have killed him easily if they had known he was in that pit, but they didn't, so they tried to put the bomb down instead, and he got a really good 1v2 instead of a really bad 1v3. So that's
well, that's what needed to happen in the last round.
Yeah.
When NaVi got those 2 entries in sewers so fast, it didn't make sense for Envy to rotate in. This time Envy had that extra man there, and NaVi didn't account for it. They thought, well, great, same situation as last time, right? We killed off everybody. It's just that Smiths was able to be there fast enough.
Ooh, Smiths again with a really important kill. They're taking out Edward and kind of cementing this round for the French team as they're about to take a 1-round lead here. Guardian pushing into the wallbang, just trying to ignore the bullets coming at him there, and he gets a headshot on Smiths. Oh my god. Slovakian player is so damn fast, but he still catches a grenade, and he's down to 45 and in a 1v3. But that shot is just so deadly, isn't it? Now he's creeping up onto the bomb site. It's fitting that he's got this Hyper Beast skin as well. He is a bit of a beast, but grenade, another one, and he takes Happy with him before he goes. Damn, Guardian is fast, but it won't make a difference this time. Envy just outplaying NaVi in this one round. And that's going to be 5-4.
Yeah, and that's now Envy are starting to get you know, they're starting to feel the wind under their wings. You know, they're beating those wings, and they're actually starting to take off a little bit because now they're back in the lead once again, 5-4. And this is still acceptable for Envy if they can now draw the line here where NaVi maybe get like one more round in this half. 10-5 wouldn't be bad for Envy. 9-6 worst case. So they need to, if they can actually come out ahead and actually start to build a little bit here, this is going to be good for them because NaVi are on pistols. Those 2 rounds have turned it around completely for the Frenchmen, and now they have a great opportunity. NBK demonstrating that to just lock things down. Quad kill for NBK in this anti-eco, and he could very well pick up the ace. Is he going to get it? Yes, he will. 5 kills for NBK. Perfectly done by him.
Oh, that's a nice pickup, isn't it? Just an ace in there. And I mean, previously he was down to what? About 8 kills, and then he just steps it up and bounces up as a top fragger. So, I mean, this is where you just have to taunt Kiyoshima and be like, come on, Kiyoshima. Only at 12, you know. Step it up already. 6-4, and AKs all around on the NaVi side, and we'll see if they can come back in here. I think 9-6 would be a pretty reasonable score. I think both teams could be alright with that. But we'll see. NaVi, I think, they're in position where they could get a lot more if they just string together a couple of rounds here. This one and the next one, and they're going to have a great first half.
What is that again? What's that term that I'm thinking about right now, Anders? With NBK getting kills like that? Nice flash. On to long, though, and NBK right now, he's still pressing. He's got 5 bullets left, but he's willing to take the fight.
Yeah, with a pistol, no less, just trying to fall back here. And Semler, that was exactly the flash. I mean, NBK's been waiting for that flash for like 6 rounds, basically. That was the one flash that never made it because they bungled it the other round, and he ended up getting taken out. Happy to finish it with a very nice triple up there. And even a headshot at the end. But that exact flashbang, I'm so happy we caught that. Because that is exactly what they were waiting for. The same flashbang just flying all the way over here. And this time it actually made it. So NBK right now is just like, I told you guys, if we just got that flashbang 6 rounds ago, we would have made it. And instead I ended up dying. But, you know, I guess second time is the charm. Good job.
I'm glad to see that Happy's got his eye on a little bit for that AWP right there. 3 kills at the end for him. Not too shabby.
Kiyoshima.
Oh, wait, Kiyoshima? Okay. That's not how it's supposed to work.
I suppose it kind of works anyway, because no one's going to be able to follow you, but I'm pretty sure he wanted to throw that into the wood panel that's there, the board, and then it was going to bounce back just like the HE earlier. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what are they doing? They're setting up for what looks like a B push here. They've got the bomb down. Guardian, though, he's going to drop the bomb. Smiths with a clean headshot, and that means all of NaVi just slowed down. I mean, there's almost no way out of this round for them any longer. Edward gets a kill, which is still important, but the round will be done with, and Smiths to get a double. Kiyoshima, too. And Envy looking quite cool. Look at the money as well. This is now a lot of trouble for NaVi.
This is real problematic, actually, yeah, because now it's like 9,000, 9,000, 10,000, 9,000. 3 guys with 9,000, basically, for Envy is a fantastic situation for them going into the last 3 rounds of this half. Whereas NaVi, they need to win this round, or they're back into force buy scenario. So, bomb plant at the least here, because they've had a lot of losses in a row. So they are getting max loss bonus, basically, for NaVi, but they need to get a bomb plant so they can get a healthy nade count going into it. And Kiyoshima runs up behind his own Molotov there onto short, nearly takes Flamey's head off. Flash there into Sewer as well, and they're going to double push this. Shoxy, is he going to be... I mean, he has his man's back. They take the fight, and 1-for-1 trade, but then Kiyoshima's there to take it back. And Guardian not going to be able to do enough there in that situation. Seized. He's just a little bit too late.
Yeah, well, maybe... Yeah, he will win the fight against Kiyoshima, and that's huge. Now they have a real shot at it. Otherwise, probably would have been over already. NaVi do need to pick it up here. Gonna flashbang the other way. He's worried that someone's sneaking up behind him. He knows that Smiths usually ends up playing down here. And look who's sneaking up as well. That's NBK pushing forward. If he keeps pushing, I'm wondering if he could find the bomb or just sneak his way in behind Edward. This is very scary for NaVi. They're at even odds, but I mean, all their players are just completely in different places. And look at NBK. Oh, this position is going to be so good. But he still somehow loses it. Oh no, that's got to be upsetting. Now, 30 seconds left. They're in a 2v3 and a bit of a giveaway here. Happy going for a flick, not going to connect. And now Zeus has made his way in towards the bank. And it's going to be Smith's trying to rotate up behind here. Molotov, and the bomb will go down. Oh no, Envy, they may have given a lot away. Smoke just going to be clearing at the bank here. Smiths will take out Seized. And the bomb slowly taking inside the site. Zeus just covering one way. Edward going to be covering the bank. He sees Smith, so now they know exactly what's going on. Zeus to pick up the kill. Turns around for a nice spray. And NaVi are finally going to make it to that 5th round. That was kind of a crazy 3v3 there, Sam. Now, that could have gone either way, I think.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Once again, I was using the wrong bind. I gotta break this habit, man. I'm gonna like put tape over it or something. So yeah, the fact that Zeus comes in big, but that 3v3 works out marvelously well, and then Edward was there as well to basically lock it down in case Zeus failed, and Smith, somehow managed to find a way to commit deicide. So it came really close there for NaVi, but that's the kind of key round right now, and now they've set themselves up. Team Envy still have plenty of money though, but Happy, he's gonna peek into Guardian. Very fast play there by Guardian, basically getting it down into connector, holding that angle and just waiting. He gets rewarded. And Happy is gone. So now this is not a good start to the round here for Envy. This is a key round for them. They cannot allow NaVi to run away with this. They need to shut down NaVi right now because NaVi will then be very hard pressed to have a lot of money going into the 15th round.
Yeah, right, you are. I mean, this could be a big turning point here in the first half if they somehow come out with a victory. NBK taking a fight with Edward, even though Edward got the first couple of bullets in, and he wins it anyway. That's pretty bold on NBK's part there. But it works out just fine. And look at the position that Shox and Kiyoshima are holding. This makes so much more sense than when they were doing earlier when it was just Kiyoshima down here. Shox going to pick up the kill on the bomb carrier as well. And the bomb even drops out, and Shox is going to put up the Molotov to keep them back. Oh, no. A good kill there from Guardian, but that is really risky. And Kiyoshima goes down as well. What's going on, Envy? They had that going for them.
Dude, Guardian, that was so fast. That was like mechanical, just lock. And now NBK, he's up on Sniper. He's going to try and work his way through. Smith is up close on the side. However, once again, can Smith do it? He might. He's going to deny the plant at least. 2-on-2 now. But that was so close. And now NaVi are wondering, where the hell is this guy? Well, they peek out and find him immediately. So it wasn't that great a mystery. But then NBK is there, and he drops the bomb into pit. Is there enough time for Guardian? He's got 10 seconds left. He's got to get this bomb, but he's flashed. He's not moving. 7 seconds left. He's about to run out of time.
Yeah. Oh, he's just going to go for it. NBK running up, though, and they win the round. That is unreal. That's twice the bomb drops. Completely not favoring NaVi there. And Envy, I mean, I don't want to call it luck, but that was definitely a round that could have gone the other way if the bomb had just landed in slightly different places. 9-5, and we're going into the 15th round. NaVi able to buy an AK, a Deagle, 2 AKs. So it's not could have been worse, but still, that's a heartbreaking round for them.
Oh, it's pain indeed. Now you see exactly. Just what do they do? Well, straight up through mid. They haven't really done this too much yet. Just full out, change of pace, straight through, but leading the way with the bomb on Zeus. And that's kind of painful there for Edward as well. He gets clipped just before NBK gets overrun by Guardian. So 3 players remain here for NaVi. At least they've got 2 rifles to work with, and they have 2 nades as well, so there's a balance. Although they threw away the HE, so screw balance, right?
Well, look at Happy. This is not how you would normally see player movement in a situation like this, but Happy is just on a different level, picking up 2 kills. When he gets spotted that far up, the logical thing to do is to try and fall back here. Maybe have a teammate even throw out some flashbangs just so you can safely fall back to the bomb site. But Happy's just like, no, I'm just going to go and stand really close to where the pistols are so that, if I miss a shot, I'll just get taken out. But he didn't miss the shot, so no problem at all. Guardian with a good headshot gets flanked by Shox, and it will be 10-5 in favor of Team Envy. Pretty damn good start for them. Oh, and a little bit of disconnect. Sorry, guys. We'll get right back into the game. No fear.
Once again, I got disconnected that time as well. I managed to dodge it on Inferno, but not so lucky this time.
Well,
have it? There we go. Okay.
Yeah. They've not started the pistol yet, so we're going to be just safe. Right, what a crazy first half. This could have been like 7-ish rounds for NaVi, maybe even more, because if they got 7 rounds, actually, probably EnVy would have ecoed one more time, so it probably would have been like 8-7 in favor of NaVi instead of 10-5 in favor of EnVy, if just a few of those rounds had worked out for the CIS team. Such is Counter-Strike. Now they're going to have to try and fight their way back with a 5-round deficit. It's possible, although I would say these days, if you know what you're doing, you can definitely expect to get more than 5 rounds playing T-side overpass.
Yeah. Now it's like 7-6. Like, that's what I'm saying, 9-6, 8-7, 9-6, really. That's what I'll say, you know, consistently, right? So, EnVy, this should be feasible for them. This should definitely be... They should definitely be capable of picking this up now with 10 rounds after their CT side. It's going to come down to basically keeping their focus here and not letting what happened to them on Inferno, where they kind of got robbed by TSM at the end, not letting that get to their heads. Basically, just keep focused and do what you have to do here. And right now, no YOLO train out of EnVy early on in the pistol round. Instead, they've spread out quite a bit, just looking for map control at the beginning.
Nice idea here between Guardian and Seized, sort of a cool setup. Seized with the underhand throw smoke, and then Guardian taking all the attention here. So no one is currently going to know that Seized is hiding this close to the smoke, and it's going to be hard for them to guess. What is he going to do when it fades? So that's a question. Still standing here, and actually they take out Guardian. Seized with a great double return, which had to happen, and he will make it out as well. Just staying alive now. Spots out Shocks and takes the fight and kills him as well. The Russian player has gone mad now. Kiyoshima and Happy, and, well, Happy goes down to Sue, so now it's all on Kiyoshima, and he drops the Seized, who ends up with a quad kill. What a great round. And what a nice little trick with the smoke there, because everyone's attention was on Guardian, and they got the kill on him too. And then Seized destroyed their team.
Yeah, pretty much like Seized. That's like the best banana ever, right? Like, he just laid into him. Like, 4 kills for him, and 2 of them up close. No Kevlar on him. He still manages to just annihilate 2 guys outright without taking a single point of health. And then he picks up Shoxy almost as if it's an afterthought.
Do you
like, okay, you know, I gotta get him too, right? Oh, yeah, okay.
Do you like Seized banana, Semler? Is that what you're saying?
Best banana, man.
Best banana. All right.
No.
That's quite a statement. I mean,
thanks for. I know it's like really hard to say though, because with that 5-7 skin, man, you really are taking a risk. If you say anything about the banana, it's just like you're opening yourself up.
Yeah.
You know, it's like rotten banana. I don't know.
Yeah. You're hard. It's hard to win. It's really hard to win. You're absolutely right.
You're right. I am hard.
Yeah. Oh god. What have we done? Why did we go down to this topic, and how do we get away again? Maybe,
well, talk about the game, bro.
Maybe I'll just go back to reading German in a little while instead. I think that's the safer option here. Guardian is currently juggling. Like, this is what we were talking about, right? In the beginning, if you guys were here from the start. Trying to cover both these positions is a horrible idea, and Guardian is doing a pretty good job of not exposing himself too much, but it's always a big risk, and so far, he gets shot in the face. That wasn't really his fault, so we'll give him a pass on this one. Guardian did a good job with the double kill. So what he was actually doing was he was playing in cover of these boxes anyway, making sure that he was sort of playing behind this, so anyone coming from down here could only really spot him at this really narrow angle, and he had a pretty good vision that way. So that works out for Guardian, but a bit risky anyway. All right, 10-7, and we are moving forward with the game here, and NaVi getting a couple of, well, if not free rounds, then easier rounds where EnVy don't have very much equipment here. So it could still go either way, but obviously, I think NaVi actually needed to have this situation right now where they could just win a few rounds.
No, they need to get a little bit of breathing room going, basically. And Guardian is clearly, he's got money on the mind. He's going for the Nova. I mean, there you go. Hold close connector and just hope for them to cross around the corner like that. You take them out, $900 in your pocket. If you're the Opera, you're going to be pretty happy about that. I mean, the last time we saw him go for this, he actually did get, like, what, a triple kill or something?
Oh,
he had, like, ops for days.
Oh, no, Kiyoshima. He had a Glock. I thought he had something more powerful, but Shox now is waiting on top. And NBK, I think he wanted to run down and lure him back up. But Guardian has got a little bit weary, so he's going to be falling back instead now. Trying to put some shots through. Does hit MBK and very nearly takes him out. Just one more pellet is going to do it. And there it is. He's going to get at least 1 kill at the end. And I guess that's worth something. Now it's going to be 10-8 here. And NaVi, I mean, they're closing the gap, but now EnVy have rifles.
Now, where do we see EnVy go that they actually have a little? They might actually have a little bit of structure. Although Happy is Happy is a bit light. Smith has enough for a full set of nades there, so we're gonna be pleased about that basically, because it's gonna be 4 smokes for EnVy total to work with, and they are a little light on the flashes. But once again, it looks like slow play from them basically, spread out across the map a la NaVi. Guardian though, right now, yeah, second try. Gets the jump up on long, boosts himself up there to change up the angle. But for now, at least, EnVy, not like NaVi. NaVi, their tendency was to put 2 guys out long very early. Right now, wow, yeah, is right. They just completely collapse on mid EnVy and take out both defenders. Seasoned Edward gone just like that. Now Guardian, he gives away his position. Now they know that he's going to be over here, and he walks right into Kiyoshima. Perfect headshot there from the Frenchman.
I mean, I think at that point, probably what Guardian wanted to do was slow them down enough that he'd actually get into position to pick them off before they crossed into the site. But you're right, he did give up his position, and EnVy just they realized very early on what was going on there. Zeus could walk right in, and Happy could find the perfect timing. Now they know where Flamey is as well, and they've got all the time in the world to come and find him. This is a big win for EnVy.
Will it be 5 kills? Will they manage to pick off Flamey? Flamey takes a fight and wins it versus NBK. But then he might just run straight into Kiyoshima, who's got, well, Kiyoshima wanted 3 kills to end the day on, basically. So there you go. Manages to clean that up, and he even makes that really annoying knife sound. Oh, stop it!
Yeah, that new knife sound is... It's different, isn't it? You gotta get used to it.
It's just different. Yeah, we're gonna get, like, eventually we're not even gonna think about it, but it still sounds like really intense. Like, it's just like, dink! I don't know. It's like a really intense sound, Anders. My sensitive ears just can't handle it.
Maybe the next step is that you should be able to like customize the knife sound, make it sound like, you know, broadsword essentially.
Okay, I'm down with that.
I don't think that's gonna happen though, but that is actually the bad things would happen if you could do that. Someone customizing, you know, footsteps to be much louder and stuff like that. Please don't add that. NBK is down to 8 health from a really early shot that Guardian put out, pushing forward, very aggressively in fact. And they're still playing aggressive here towards the middle of the map. Seized, making a lot of noise. Edward standing still and almost takes out Shox here. NBK and Shox, I mean, very close to the end.
They've got some solid overlapping defense here, however, because just before that smoke goes up to block off mid, Flamey spots out NBK, and, you know, NBK was already low. He takes out Shoxy as well, and that's just timing right there. Perfectly done there by Flamey. 2 kills to start this round off, and this is a force buy from NaVi as well, so this would be a huge win for them.
Flamey moving forward, and again, I mean, you were talking about timing. That's the 3rd kill that he gets, and timing couldn't possibly have been better. Finally, Happy came up with the kill, and Kiyoshima, waiting for Flamey, will take him out, and now we got to be careful they don't give away this huge lead that they just had simply by being a little bit too overzealous here. Guardian gonna miss a shot. Flashbang goes over, and Happy wants to fight him, and he will win that fight as well. Gets the double, but he finally goes down, and Kiyoshima will get a bomb plant. This is more than EnVy should have had already, but the grenade drops him to 10, and Seize drops him to minus, I don't know, 100. That's gonna be a much more expensive round for NaVi than it should have been.
They might go for a force buy off of this, EnVy. I think they're right on the line, right?
Yeah, I think they should, definitely. I mean, even with MVK being this low, because they killed 3 members, I think it makes sense for them to try and go for it here.
So weird that the money doesn't just update as well immediately as the round ends, rather than us having to wait for the buy period there. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, based off of just, you know, the fact that they got a plant, sure, it was like they won 1, so they lost 1. They were only going to make X, but 22, but now the force buy coming in from EnVy. 4 rifles, a Tech 9, good nade count, and once again heading towards mid. Although they did put, this time around, they did put Kiyoshima into connector very early.
That flashbang, did it work? Yeah, okay, it did. So it does bounce in. No mistakes this time on the NaVi side. Oh, well, only the 1 Molotov on Smiths. I'd love to see more Molotov strats used on this map. I mean, they were already popular when the map just came out, but they've faded away a lot. Now people seem to use them just to clear out like a few specific spots, but not as part of like any overall pre-designed, you know, take for a bomb site, really. Seems like that's gone out of style a little bit. Like Smiths, is he going to clear out anywhere at the bottom here? Seems like he's gearing up for it.
And this is already a little bit different coming out from Team EnVy. They've put 2 guys in long to basically be a distraction, a diversion here. Managing to get some smokes up, some nades up, basically, forcing NaVi to keep 3 guys alive on this A site, whereas the main strike is going to be coming through to the B site. Happy has been lurking by Monster this entire time, and now they start to move up, but then you have the kills already. The lurk is picked off, Shoxy gone, and then Kiyoshima leading the charge gets annihilated.
Nice Molotov there, though. Smith's actually using it in a perfect position to force out Flamey. Setting Flamey on fire doesn't seem like the best idea, but it did actually work, and in the end, they won't win the round, but they did a lot of damage once again. NBK picking up a triple, and NaVi just, again, barely surviving. So, I mean, even if Envy aren't winning this round, it's the fact that they keep doing so much damage is going to be important in the long run, but sadly, they're going to have to eco one more time. So there's actually a real shot here for NaVi to equalize the score and bring it right back to a somewhat even position here. Yeah, this could be another really close game. I mean, Envy had to play overtime against TSM, and they ended up losing that on Inferno. If that happens again, it's gonna just break their backs, isn't it? Yeah,
I think so too. And I think they have a third match versus Fnatic tonight as well. So yeah, it's like a triple bad time, to put it bluntly.
Oh, Flamey, he's got the MP9 that coming through, and he actually only gets 1 kill. That could have been a beautiful spray down. Zeus ready to try and pick it up here. They don't have armor, but somehow they're still staying alive for a very long time. And Seized is coming in, gonna get the 1 kill in. Bomb will go down, and Seized to pick up 2 kills, and Edward stealing one of them there. So, big win for Envy. 2 kills and a bomb plant in the round with no armor and just pistols. Oh man, I was counting on Flamey then to just go huge. We were ready for it.
But that was such a sick counter from Envy as well, putting 3 guys, basically 3 guys side by side. So he takes out 1, but then for him to readjust in time when you've got P250s running at you within well within lethal range as well. I mean, yeah. Well done there by Envy. I mean, once again showing that they're always such a dangerous team just when it comes to rushing through smoke. You can never count them out. 11-11 to score now, and it's a full buy for Envy, considering they managed to go for pretty much a hard eco last round and a bomb plant as well. They're going to have all the funds they need to get full rifles and the nades to go with them.
Edward and Zeus both coming into the sewer area really quickly. Edward from one side, Zeus from the other with a bit of a flash setup as well. So nicely done from NaVi, but not going to find anyone there. And Edward taking a fight early on here, looking for shocks, but it's going to get taken out, though. Guardian did drop Smiths in the beginning, so we're back into a 4v4. This Flamey taking out Kiyoshima. And advantage for NaVi.
And Zeus. Dude, that was all Zeus right there. That was a money shot on 10BK. And Guardian through the wall. Shoxy, I mean, man, Guardian, he is on point with his flicks today. That's why it's so important for NaVi to get a solid economy early on to just allow him to have the sniper rifle. Because right now, the current shape of Guardian, he is looking just so good. Like, top 2 in the world as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Right now, Kenny isn't pulling his weight. He isn't hitting the shots like we're used to seeing him hit. And JW's shown that he's actually been showing a pretty good personal level, but for me, Guardian seems to be the most impressive opera right now. He is just so good. Apart from Oscar, if we want to have fun.
I mean, I definitely agree. I've been saying, and I still maintain. I think Kenny's going to be right back. I'm not even a little bit worried. I actually think it's not going to be an issue at all for him to get back in shape. But sure, I mean, you're absolutely right. He definitely has been in a bit of a slump. And Guardian hasn't. He's a madman, right? 18 kills currently. Although it is Kiyoshima and NBK top fragging at 20 and 24. We've got a bit of a pause coming out. Not sure what the reason is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out any second now. So don't worry. Right. So 12 to 11. I mean, this game is going to be really close, it seems. Another close game.
Another close game, but right now the trend is pointing towards Envy getting railroaded, because unlike versus TSM, where they were able to get a strong start in the second half in their T side and basically pick up 6 T rounds within 7 rounds, basically. At the beginning, we're not having that. It's the complete opposite, actually, for Envy so far. They've picked up one single T round this entire half. That's not good enough. Envy, they need to start having an impact, because right now is when it starts to get dangerous. In a pistol eco, or a quasi, basically, because they're evening their money out right now. In a quasi buy for Envy, NaVi, they've got 2 guys who are already on 8,000, and the rest are trailing not too far behind. So this could be a big round for NaVi to get a good buffer going into the rest of this half. Envy need to do some damage.
You're right. Just like earlier rounds where they managed to pick up 3 per round, basically, even with just pistols. They did such a good job. Guardian already very low, but this counter grenade coming out doing a lot. And there's a shot from Edward as well. They're running through the fire. Guardian picking up 2. And Zeus will take care of the rest. So even though Zeus and Guardian almost both died, and Cease did in fact, it turns out to quite a great round here for NaVi, surviving with 4 and making it to 13-11. And we are now getting into a bit of a tricky spot for Envy. They really got to pick it up here in the second half. It's been 1 round for them and then 8 for NaVi. That's a bit of a statement already.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And now NaVi, they've got the bank. They're going to be pretty pleased. They shouldn't have any pressure on their shoulders. They have enough to survive. Although Guardian going really aggressive this time. And it's Smiths with the AWP for the first time in, well, 2 maps, it seems like. He's actually gone for the sniper rifle, and the first time he picks it up, he has a positive effect. Fantastic. There's the entry kill for Envy, or at least the initial frag on this map. And that's going to start things off strong for them. Now they can actually have a little bit of confidence going into this take.
Yeah, definitely. Although some really good grenades. Shocks got hit first, and I think that was Seized throwing a grenade out. Or was it Edward? I'm not sure. But either way, a lot of damage being dealt to Envy just with the grenades here. Flamey running out of bullets, and Zeus not even going to turn around. He's so confident that someone was going to come through that pipe. He could have got shot in the back if he wasn't careful then. Are they going to make their way through? It looks like it. Shocks coming in. They're going to check. Zeus is in a really awkward spot. But if they go back up, then Seized is here, ready and waiting. And he does spot out MBK. Zeus still waiting, hasn't shot himself. And he lines them up and gets a double kill. What a huge play from Zeus. That was very smart.
That's the kind of play that makes a difference and actually makes it possible for your team to win the round. Except that they... Oh, well, Seized with the timing coming in through connector actually drops that bomb onto short. Great timing with flash. And Seized, he's so low, but Happy gives it away. Oh, Happy takes the shot, expecting Seized to back up connector, but Seized was just waiting by the door. As soon as Happy backs off, boom, Seized peeks and gets the kill.
That is kind of a nuts 1v1, because the bomb drops as well, it means Happy has to go back for it, and then the Molotov goes up, and you're right, he does give it away, and then, oh no, it all spirals out of control. That looked like it should have been around for Envy there, but it just ends up not being. 14-11. And NaVi now 2 rounds away from winning, and Envy coming up now with only 1 in 10 rounds. That is not cool.
And now, well, basically backs to the wall once again, Envy. They go for the rifle, force buy. Smith's taking the hit only with the Tech 9 just so they can afford some nades. And once again, it's going to be focused on long through mid right now. They might want to try and change it up and go towards this A site, because that bomb is leading the way towards restroom. But NaVi already with the rotation trying to consolidate the defense here. Guardian, customary position for him, looking on the edge, and he's going to drop NBK. There's the start. The pain train leaving the station.
Yep. Guardian, though, a little bit scared, will end up running back, and Edward is there to pick it up on Shocks. So now Envy have lost 2 members without really getting too much in return. They're going to rotate back down towards the B-bomb site where Flamey's holding, and if he gets even 1 kill, then that's going to be a disaster. But Kiyoshima coming up with a big win here, and he's going to move close to the entrance, drop Guardian as well. This is Kiyoshima just on a mission right now.
Yeah, that timing for the rotation from Envy. For them to decide, okay, you know what, don't force the issue onto A site. We're going to just change it up. And mid-air, Kiyoshima picks Edward off. That was sick. Could pick off Zeus as well. He realizes, get Zeus through the smoke. And does Zeus peek out? Does he find it? Yes, he does. Kiyoshima, nobody moving. Everybody just watching, letting him do what a great man needs to. There you go. Ace for Kiyoshima. That's how you get back into the game, Envy. But once again, Anders, just like with the Smiths clutches, just with like all the big rounds, it's one player on Envy just going completely crazy.
That is a nuts round from Kiyoshima. I did not expect him to get the last 3 kills, basically. But he did pick up the ace, and I think they were all AK headshots. Maybe apart from Flamey. I think he got sprayed down, but still, that is just huge. He lost so much health fighting Flamey as well that he should have... That should have been the end of the round for Kiyoshima, and just wasn't. So, right at the edge, they managed to stay alive here. Guardian, though, with a really powerful shot there on MBK, dropping him down to 16. And finally, here is that booster we were talking about in the very beginning, right? Edward being boosted on top of Seized, and using that the sign up here, the map of the park. Yeah.
How would you say map in German, Anders?
That's actually that's a good
I'm sure
question.
somebody in the chat.
Pretty
Karte,
maybe a Karte. I think.
Karten?
Öffnungszeiten means obviously opening hours. You get that, right?
Well, how do you say sick entry frag by Smiths? Or pick rather.
Kranken. All right, we'll get back to that a little bit. I can't cast in German yet. I'll do my best, because actually that would be hilarious. German's a great language for casting Counter-Strike, I'm sure. Flamey is going to pick up a kill and then bumps into someone else in the smoke. I think that was MBK. They trade places. Oh no, what is going on here? Bomb is still not down at 30 seconds, but nobody can stop it. They don't have any Molotov. They don't have any HEs either. Trying their very best here to stop it, but not going to happen. The plant goes down. Great flashbangs, though, and Flamey picks one, gets a second kill. Now Shox has to clutch it. He has to go huge here, otherwise they will definitely lose this game. They will be out of money and out of everything else, too. Shox with a stunning headshot. Now Flamey's next in line, and he's on 1 health. Grenade is going to rain on in here. Flamey will survive and seize to take it, and even without the kit, they're gonna have it. So, oh my god, 15-12.
That's the story. The story once again. Just not able to. If it's demanding a player to go crazy big for Envy to get rounds, it's gonna be a rough time. That's their second round. Well, they've picked up 2 rounds this entire T half after a pretty above average, actually, or solid CT performance. 10-5 was the end score to the first half, and right now Envy are struggling, whereas NaVi are just looking so good, so on point. Flamey that round basically went crazy for NaVi. So there we have it. I mean, Envy are going to just go for the force. Smiths has got that AWP. He just had the money, but Shoxy and MBK are on pistols. So this is a wonky buy coming out from Envy.
Not much of a choice, sadly, for them, but you're right. It's definitely not looking too cool here. Flamey going to crouch his way in, and Happy was ready, covering that barrel. Not gonna give it up easily. Zeus all the way back in the B-bomb site, very much alone. And actually, Edward's going to pick up a kill on MBK, so returning that frag. That was Edward pushing up all the way over by the picnic area. And look at what Zeus is doing, throwing away the 1M4, picking up the other one, and they almost lined up for him now, seized. I think he got spotted jumping down, so they probably know where he is there. Kiyoshima taking the fight, 10 bullets left, gets a kill, but can't find the headshot. And Guardian up here can't stop the plant, even though he is trying. So now Edward and Guardian to try and stop Envy here. And if they lose this round, though, NaVi, they don't have a lot of money either. This could be another overtime, Semler.
Anything is possible. Anders and Guardian backing off pretty much makes it pretty clear here that he is going to let this one slide, and he's just going to see if he can't hold. But great, well, again, the instincts from Envy right there, the information that they gathered, it's all spot on. Happy catches Seized, who tried to push out, and then they pick off Edward. So, or at least Edward takes out one of them. So then they know, wait, like they're one guy short on B, and then another guy's pushed all the way over on A. You know what? Just go straight onto the B side, overrun it, and get in there fast. It was the perfect timing for Team Envy to hit, and they get the job done this time around. So Kiyoshima and Happy will live. 2 rifles saved there, but this is it. Oh, it's going to be a 30th round at least now. I don't see NaVi force buying here.
No, that would be a big risk if they do, you're right. I mean, even saving the 1 rifle, that would be a little bit crazy, even by NaVi standards. What do you think about these signs that are outside? You know where Happy was covering with the barrel? These signs on the wall with the guy who looks like he's drowning, and it says starke Rückströmung, which I think means really powerful undercurrent. So don't go swimming. Although there is really no water in this, so I'm not sure why it says that.
These are actually LA tunnels because there's just no water.
You mean California tunnels?
Mm-hmm.
Zeus hiding by the tree out here, and with a bit of a pistol in his hand, gonna go down. MBK, even with the Galil, is gonna find a way through. So 15-13, yes, but with a double entry frag like that, it's hard to see how Envy won't make their way out on top. And actually, those signs, they remind me a lot of like this one episode from Simpsons. Have you seen that?
I've seen every episode of Simpsons, or at least all the good old ones.
My eyes, the goggles, they do nothing. That one episode, so funny. I love that one. I don't know which one it is. Someone tweet at me and remind me. I'll go look at it up at
it's funny
YouTube.
that you mentioned The Simpsons today, because I was actually, today I was thinking, that one episode where Homer, he gets, the Rogaine or whatever to grow back his hair, and he wakes up and he's just, he goes running through the street because it's the happiest moment of his life, and he runs into another guy who'd grown back his hair as well, and they just end up, hugging and crying. I was just thinking about it. I keep replaying it in my mind. It's just, one of the most happiest moments in life, and it's in a cartoon. Right?
Yeah, Simpsons is a good show. I need to go back and watch that some more. Okay, well, Selma, you're right. We made it to the 30th round. It's going to be 15-14 here. Envy, 1 more round for the overtime. NaVi, 1 more round for another victory here for themselves, and another upsetting defeat for Envy. They lost to TSM earlier today here at the ESL ESEA Pro League, and that was in overtime, 19-16. This time, I think they want to walk away with a win in the overtime. Although Flamey will take one back and drop happy. So now we're in a 4v4, and it's a double up setup for NaVi as well here at the end. Where are we gonna go with this?
Well, each op, yeah. Again,
and Guardian gets a kill, and oh, he misses the next shot, but Shox comes through and gives just enough time for Guardian to actually reload. So he's gonna take that kill, and Smiths, is he seriously disconnected? This isn't real life, is it?
No.
But it is.
No.
Oh.
Would it have had an impact at this point?
That is always really hard to say, but the fact is that Smiths is just like, you can tell his eyes, there's no soul left here. Sure, his physical representation is still here, but he's left. Oh no, Smiths. Oh, he's back!
Oh!
Maybe he just went to get a snack, and now he's back on team. So you got this 10 seconds, guys, but I'm ready to clutch. I'm ready to clutch. Where's the clutch, guys? Oh no, I can't believe it. I think that means NaVi walk away with the victory here at 16-14. Tragedy. Absolute tragedy.
Well then, yeah, I don't think that round gets replayed there. I think that is it. The ruling, well, I mean, I would hate to be the admin at this point, but there's probably pretty clear rules as far as, like, if you're a minute and a half into the round.
Yeah.